Live and in the raw.
In the raw with no condom. I'm just going in
So, what's
like a
Bryce's worst opinion?
like a scuba diver.
What is the worst opinion from Mandatory Metal 1?
Well, his worst opinion from today would be putting "Killing Is My Business" number 9. That was just fucking outrageous. I mean, like, how can you put a disqualified album ahead of that review? Like,
How many disqualified albums were above it?
probably 6.
Rust in Peace is included?
Rest in Peace would be included.
Oh my God. Well, here's the thing.
Dystopia. I didn't even look at the list. I was assuming they were disqualified.
Oh my God. Well, here's the thing. Like, everything after So Far So Good is like really polished and has like professional
Yeah,
production.
yeah.
So
Killing Is My Business is just classic speed metal.
I'm curious if like people don't like Rust because it doesn't sound as raw and bad production as So Far So Good in P cells.
Yeah, there's that, and also the songs are just not as good, in my opinion. I don't know. To be honest,
You're gonna kick up a storm with those opinions.
Take No Prisoners is awesome. Hangar 18 is just like it's almost terrible.
What do y'all like about it?
Holy War is just overplayed. It's okay, but even without it being overplayed, I wouldn't revisit it just because like the subject matter is just like I don't know, is not something I would listen to over and over again. And Five Magics is cool. Uh,
With Five Magics?
uh, huh?
What'd you say about Five Magics?
I said Five Magics is cool.
Nice. Good pick.
Five Magics is cool. Poison was the Cure is okay. Lucretia's okay. Other than that, nah.
I didn't like Lucretia at first because I thought it sounded weird.
I don't even remember what it sounds like. I don't remember. I remember liking it. Okay, but fucking Hangar 18, like, hey, like, I just can't get into the fucking melody. Is
All right,
like,
all right. What about
you know
how
what
it
I mean?
ends with all the amazing guitar solos?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't deny that shit. But I mean, like the song itself, like, is like, nah, Holmes,
You're not feeling it?
not feeling it, homie G. It's a bit disqualified. Oh shit, I need some Nyquil.
I think you do.
It's getting to that time.
I
We
tried
are.
getting a hold of Mustaine after he was talking about Chris Oliva.
Oh yeah, you were like, what?
I'm trying to get his attention.
He's just lying for some fucking because he wants to like show that people are fucking idiots. So
Hey,
that
I
way
don't
he can
get
get
it. I don't
followers.
know why he doesn't just. I want to hear his side of it, to be honest.
He likes to try to expose people. I feel like that's what it is. He's a fucking liar. Because rumors are rumors for a reason. Because they're true.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, man, like the 9/11 stuff.
oh, dude, that shit is fake. Did you see the way that building just fell down? Like someone like pushed it down with their hand.
Talking about
That shit
Tower
just
7.
yeah, just
Yeah, dude.
fucking mysteriously just disintegrated into the soil.
Very,
Shit,
very weird. Very suspicious.
nothing hit it. Nothing.
It makes you
And
think.
then
It
there
makes.
were there were bombs going off in the World Trade Center and shit.
Uh huh.
Fucking gunshots and bombs and kids screaming. The fuck?
I see. I see.
That shit is conspiracy all day long.
Of course. What's a
But
metal song with conspiracy in the title?
uh I don't know any, sir.
About King Diamond.
Oh shit, the album.
Yeah, man. And the title track.
There is no title track on that fucking album, is
No, you're right. There's not.
there?
I was thinking of
That is
Cremation.
that is his best album, by the way. Conspiracy.
That's the one with the most riffs on it. It's like riff heavy.
Honestly. And it's just
I'm
better.
I've been re-listening to Fatal Portrait. That might be my favorite from him now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because the problem with
Them might be my least favorite.
yeah, me too. Because them and Abigail, all the songs kind of like meld together.
Yeah, it's like the
So it's
same
like,
listening to the same shit.
whereas Fatal Portrait and Conspiracy.
The Eye is amazing too.
Oh yeah.
Eye.
Oh, oh.
Didn't you and Bryce say that The Trial is his best song?
Yeah, I still might think that.
Dead ass.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
It's epic. Best riff, best melody, best chorus. It's got
Best
everything. It's perfect.
chorus?
Perfect song.
Isn't the intro like a minute and a half?
I think so. Isn't it like a 7 minute song?
Something like that. Too long. Nah, it's okay. It's cool. It's alright.
It's all right.
It's alright.
All right. So what's better, Merciful Fate or King Diamond?
King Diamond. Well, I mean,
So
he has more albums, so that's like not fair. That's like when Mitch Lafone, whatever the fuck his name is, when he goes like, "Who's better, like Scorpions or Dawkins?" And Dawkins has like four qualified albums. You know what I mean? Like Scorpions have like 12. Like it's just like not a fair comparison. But maybe if Merciful Fate made more albums, I would say Merciful Fate. But I mean, I gotta go with the KD.
I see. I see.
And I'm not talking about Kevin Durant because he's a pussy.
Well, when people say Merciful Fate is like the way they write the songs is like more epic, like they write them like Iron Maiden songs,
Yeah.
whereas King Diamond is not as awesome. That's what people say.
Who says that?
Probably K-Man riffs. Nah, he's cool. He's cool.
He calls glam bands fuzzes.
What does he call him?
Every I don't know. No, I've only seen him say that like once or twice. He posted this one from the vault, and
Yeah, dude.
he was. I think it was Hanoi Rocks. Actually, I think it was Hanoi Rocks, and he was like copied by every lipstick wearing fuzz in the L.A. Clams, some shit like that.
Of course. No, dude, all those guys are cool. I want to get all of them in this stream,
And
honestly.
then,
Moe's metal tracks.
yeah, right. I've only seen a picture of K-Man Riffs like one time, and
Really?
he's like
Where
this
at?
what on Twitter.
Oh, is it
He's like
still
this.
up?
I don't know, stock is shit, but he posts like pictures like every hour, so
Oh, right. There's no chance.
there's no chance of seeing that shit. This was like a few months ago, but yeah, I saw his ass, and he's like this white dude. He's bald. He has like, well, not completely bald, but he has like the peach fuzz look, and he's got the like little chin strap.
Of
He
course.
wasn't like it, like wasn't what I was expecting him to look like, but you know, he's came in riffs. Like his legacy speaks for himself. Forgotten in space.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck am I drinking? What am I drinking,
NyQuil.
Routon? What am I drinking?
NyQuil.
No, equal.
It better not be alcohol. Lord
Because we're
knows it can't be
live.
alcohol.
Dude, that shit had me fucked up. I was
NyQuil?
the mixture of the two. Oh my God.
You're gonna get in trouble one of these days.
I was dizzy for like 12 hours.
You got working tomorrow. And I mean,
Got
you got work in the morning.
got work in the AM. Gotta be there in 8 fucking hours. Classic.
Can't be doing any shenanigans late at night.
But I'll fucking do it anyway.
Tomfoolery.
Fucking Tom.
See, I like how you got K-Man Ribs, Mo's Metal Tracks, Ashley. You got that whole crowd.
Actually.
But
Yeah, it's
then
like they're like segregated fucking like and then you got like Namtar and his fucking crew.
yeah,
And
and
then you
we're
got
all
like
across the map. None of us live near
yeah.
each other.
Yeah, right.
But
Like
I see.
how did we all end up following each other? Like I don't get it.
I don't know because everyone gets tagged in those threads, those like million person
Oh yeah,
threads.
yep. And then you got like and then you got like Doomfrog who's in like everybody's fucking group.
Yeah, dude.
Have you
See,
talked to him? Is he cool?
I like when like older people can talk cool, like they can like send memes and stuff and not take
Oh
stuff
yeah,
seriously.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because a lot of
How old is that motherfucker?
I don't know, he's married.
Be serious?
Yeah, man. He seems this
I know
guy's
he has
got
a
his
kid,
stuff
right?
together.
He's got a stuff together. He's got a kid, right?
I think so. But
Damn, busted nuts.
I I
That
just
man.
I just like how we're all it's like the same group of people. Maybe we'll get some new
Yeah,
people. Who knows?
right. Zyrus 01.
But most of it is like dads and moms who take like a selfie as their profile picture.
And then they'll like caption it in the profile pic. They'll like watercolor it and shit and put like a million emojis.
I think that's a boomer thing. I think that's where that comes from.
I think it is, honestly. And then you got fucking the other Ashley.
Yeah, man, we got a nice little community going on.
Right? Jay Keeley. Get fucking Jay Keeley and fucking
Oh yeah. And everybody has their way of like formatting their tweets, like showing their vinyl,
yeah, right.
showing their CDs.
Terry Gardner.
Legends, man.
Legends.
Legends
No,
among men.
he was talking shit about Dawkins the other day. He's disqualified.
Who?
Terry Gardner.
What?
Yeah, he was talking shit about Dawkins. I was like, how you talk shit about Dawkins? They're like the best metal band. He was like,
Like,
no, somebody said something in like the thread, and he was like, don't listen to him. He probably likes Dawkins. I was like, what? And
oh
then
my god.
like unique high fidelity.
I love how we
he
know everybody.
I know, right? He what the fuck? He
All right,
he
what do you
posted a
say?
pic. He posted a pic of like all his Dawkins vinyl. He was like, "Did somebody say Dawkins?" With like 10 question marks. I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Oh man, he's gonna scare off all the death
And
and
then,
black metal people.
right, retards.
Oh man, see, like the fact that we know like that many people and we kind of know a little bit about each other, we could totally do a big stream where everyone's yelling at each other.
Yeah. That would be funny as shit.
But we'd all probably have different accents, and it'd probably be the stupidest thing ever recorded.
But we'd have to save that shit forever.
Oh, probably. And we probably couldn't even hear each other because everyone's being loud.
Jake Healy would be just sitting there analyzing shit, like not even caring if anybody was like listening to him. He'd just be like analyzing, like deep analyzation of songs. And oh my god.
Where's Bryce at?
Making green beans. Holy shit.
What?
Where are the hoes at?
Where's who?
The hoes at?
I'm gonna try to interview Michael Sweet.
Bro,
Yes,
did
sir.
you you're DMing him?
Yeah, I'm in his DMs.
Damn, in his DM. What's he
And he's
saying?
following me, so he saw it right away.
He's following Loud Sound.
Of course. He's a
Yes,
wise
please.
man.
He's following Elect and Eject.
Oh no. He's not following that stuff. We don't talk about that here. But he just finished touring in Japan and he said he's coming
With
back to the US.
did he get tainted like Marty Friedman?
He might have. He
That would
probably
not be a fortunate outcome.
gotta get all those Christian Japanese people.
You gotta fuck him.
Yeah, I still gotta make some questions for him.
How long did
Ask
it
him.
take you to make the questions for that other motherfucker?
Oh, that was like on the spot, like less
Oh,
than an
for real?
hour.
Dang it.
I just asked him about
The album and shit.
yeah. He wouldn't talk about Megadeth though. That was that
Did you
was
try
a
to
sensitive topic.
did, did you like ask the question and then he like avoided it?
Yeah. I mean that's cool. I don't blame him because you
No,
got Blabbermouth and Loudwire giving everyone a
no.
hard time.
What did you what did you say? What did he say?
I said United Abominations. How do you look back on that album today? And he said, this kind of stuff doesn't really go too well in the media, so we're just gonna skip to the next question if you don't mind.
For real?
Yeah. No, but then I messed up because I asked him another question about Megadeth. I asked him, I heard So Far So Good, so what's your favorite Megadeth album? What do you think about that? And he's like, oh, that's one of them. He was giving me like short answers. I don't blame him at
Damn.
all. I just
That's
it was an
wild.
awesome interview. I give him props for taking the time.
Taking the time out of his day.
Yeah, dude. Right before the State of the Union, talking a loud sound epicenter.
Dog.
Now I asked him to compare Merciful Fate and King Diamond, and he said you couldn't compare the two because they're different.
Yeah, they're different, but I mean, it's hard. You can't really say one of them's better than the other one because it's like not a fair comparison.
I've always wanted to ask someone in the band, like since the lineup's
Get
completely
fucking
different, like I wonder what King Diamond thinks. Like,
King Diamond would probably be like, uh, what the fuck? The fuck am I looking at?
I wonder if he still likes those two guitar players from Merciful Fate.
He has to. He's the one. He's their. He's a fucking. What's it called? Uh,
But
Meal ticket.
oh yeah, well they're his meal ticket, I think.
That's true.
Now that he's got Andy and that other guy in his solo band, what's his name? Michael Denner.
Right at this moment. Michael Denner was in Merciful.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Oh shit! All I knew was Hank Sherman.
Yeah, that dude.
Fucking prick. But everybody agrees Don't Break the Oath is better than Melissa, right?
Yes, sir.
Except for Atoms.
Took me a while to get there. You know, one of the things Glenn said in his interview was when he first heard "Don't Break the Oath," he didn't get it. Like he was still listening to Rat and Dokken. Isn't that
Are
awesome?
you serious?
Yeah, he said that's what he
What?
was listening to at that time. And like Merciful Fate was like way outside of his
Comfort zone, yeah.
yeah, dude. I mean, it's a totally different.
And then you got fucking Tracy Guns. I only listen to black metal now.
I know what's up with that.
What the fuck is that?
I want to interview him
I
and
can
ask him
I
about
know
that.
he's probably just following all the hippie trends. To be
Did you see
honest with you.
some guy was like, you should listen to Deaf Heaven? It's like, oh my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can tell he was fucking influenced by Emperor. Fucking cocked and loaded.
Oh my God. He was retweeting Bathory and Gor- Gorgoroth.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What
They were
the fuck? Well, what was he retweeting? Like album
he,
releases?
the no, people were just telling him, "Hey, listen to this," and he was retweeting it.
Jesus.
He's gonna make a black metal band.
Dude, that would be interesting.
He probably could do it.
Yeah,
He is a pretty good guitar player.
he is. Better than Slash.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably not, honestly.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you are Slash,
I
but
just
you
like
know.
I just like saying that to piss people off. I think when I was ranking when I did that dumbass list, I think I put him one ahead of Slash just to piss people
Awesome.
off. Nah, but like seeing him live, like he has a lot of energy,
Oh yeah.
especially like back then. Oh my god. I mean, not that Slash doesn't, but that man,
That man.
that man was off the frame. He did this one where he like incorporated the "Ain't Talking About Love" riff into his
Oh
like
yeah. That
solo.
that was on Killing Machine
Oh,
on his
was it?
whole.
No, I'm talking about it was like a live show.
Oh yeah.
He was just fucking around. I think it was in Japan actually.
Nice. On
Nice.
one of the 90s LA Guns albums that was like a lot heavier with a totally different singer. I think his name was Nick, called American Hardcore.
What?
They covered Black Sabbath, the title track, as a bonus
Have
track in Japan.
have I ever fucking heard that album? What year did that come out?
Probably not. I think it was late 90s. It was after
What? Well, I mean, anything without Phil Lewis is disqualified anyway, but I might have to.
Jizzy Pearl era
Yeah.
and Ralph, Michael
To
Starr.
be honest with you, like I've been like Hollywood Vampires disappointed me the first time I listened to it. I
Really?
was like, what? But
Why?
then it kind of grew on me a little bit, and now there's like a few songs that I listen to. I mean, I think I have the whole album, but there's only like a few songs that I listen to off it. Probably.
That's the one that was on Point Break, the movie soundtrack.
Which one?
Hollywood Vampires. I think it was Over the Edge.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good song. Kiss my love goodbye.
Mike Kukachu.
Oh yeah. Like what the fuck is that? I think there's a song called like Dirty Love that's okay. And there's a couple other ones, but
Yeah, dude.
overall, they
Overall,
changed their sound.
what does it sound
Sounds
like?
like I don't know. It just sounds different. It sounds like the '90s happened to them and just fucked them in the ass. To be honest with you,
That was their first 90s album.
it was, and they couldn't escape. Couldn't escape the rate.
But American Hardcore is oh, it's not even categorized on Wikipedia. It's like it's a very 90s and it's like
Because it's that disqualified.
and it's heavy. Kind of like Vicious Circle.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I think I've heard like half of that album. That one's okay. That
That
one still
might be
has
my
Phil though, right?
oh yeah. That might be my favorite,
You're
honestly.
lying.
Vicious Circle. It's got thrash sounding songs.
but the fucking debut is like best hard rock album of all time, though. You gotta remember that shit.
It is very good.
He's very good. Shoot for Thrills is their best song, in
Oh
my
yeah.
opinion. Holy shit.
Honestly, dude, I don't like Girl, Phil Lewis's first band.
You don't?
No.
What? Phil Collins was in that shit too.
Yeah.
Looking badass. What?
It's
Fucking
sheer
Hollywood tease?
sheer greed.
Fucking yeah, fucking Sheer Reed. Dude, what?
And
Are
Chris
you
Sangrenedes.
disqualified right now?
Chris Sangrenedes.
Wasted fucking
Uh,
youth?
they I don't know, man. It just sounds generic. Sounds like a '90s album in the '80s.
Brother.
I'm telling you the truth.
Buddy Baby Sucker Boy.
Yeah, and then Phil Collin went over to Def Leppard and ruined that band too.
What 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 album was his first Def Leppard album? Was it Pyro? Or was it
Uh,
High and Dry?
oh, it
Who
might
was
have
on High and Dry?
been. I thought I was gonna say Hysteria, but yeah, I think you're right. It is Pyromania.
Pyro. Oh, okay. And ruined that, man. Who the fuck ruined Def Leppard? Like who told them to make Hysteria?
Well, Phil Collin
That could not have been like a band decision because that's not
getting
their
rid of Steve
sound.
Clark. Well, I mean, he got rid of himself by dying, but
Wait, I thought that was in like 91 though.
right, but hold on. Yeah, Pyromania was the first album with Phil Collin, but he took it way to the extreme with Hysteria with this sound change.
Fuck.
And then
I think I heard it was Mutt Lang's retard ass
because
that that pushed that shit on them.
the less original members they had, the more commercial they got. And then
When did
Joe Elliott also was pushing it.
he serious?
Yeah,
Did he just want to make hits at that point and he
pretty
didn't
much.
care?
He wants to be
Damn.
Mott the Hoople. That's his favorite
Mott the
band.
Hoople is a heavy band.
It's a heavy band.
It's a heavy band. I like Mott the Hoople. I have probably three of their albums.
You're right, Heaps better.
Bro.
You're right, Heaps the first sword and sorcery band.
You
First
ain't
band to talk
lying.
about wizards.
Are they? No, they're not.
One of the first rock bands too.
Mm,
Deep Purple too.
fucking don't shoot shotgun.
That's one of the songs I like on Hysteria.
Yeah, I know. It's like the only good song.
There's another one though.
Which one?
I have to backtrack.
You like the title track.
No. Okay.
Armageddon it.
I'm a game. I think it's Run Riot
Oh yeah, yeah.
because
I
I
remember
got a
that.
compilation of Def Leppard where it's like some of
But
the
stage fright is their best song.
that is a really good song.
Hell,
They
fucking,
opened with that song. That's how
fucking.
good it was.
When?
On that tour, or I think Hysteria actually.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember seeing a show from back then. The curtain dropped and all I heard was stage fright intro. I was like, hell yeah.
I think wasn't the producer of Hysteria like from South Africa? And he
Was he?
was yeah, and he was married to Shania Twain.
What?
Most random story.
Shania Twain wasn't even big till like 91 or 2, right?
Yeah, dude, this man was ahead of his time.
What? Got the prime real estate pussy tight as fuck. Is that what you're telling me right now?
I don't know, man.
Oh shit. How old was she? Like 20?
What? Who's the best country singer?
Best country singer.
You look like you like Johnny Cash.
Yeah. I mean, he's like the most badass country singer, obviously.
Of course.
But um, I was talking to some dude, and he was like, if rappers were smart, they would take Johnny Cash songs and turn them into raps because he was like, they're so like morbid and shit. And I was like, that's
That's a
kind of
good
true.
point.
Yeah.
And Johnny Cash covers like random modern songs too.
Does- what has he covered?
He covered well, I mean not modern anymore, but like back then he would cover Rusty Cage by Soundgarden.
You're lying.
Yeah, and then he did Creed,
Are you serious?
or he did I'm sorry, yeah, Creep, not Creed.
Creep by STP.
Creep by
Stone Temple.
Radiohead.
Oh
So he was
shit.
listening to new stuff, disqualified stuff.
You serious?
Yeah, dude, it's all out
This
there.
man? This individual?
The cash.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Johnny Crash is better. What? Damn. This man. I bet he listened to metal too.
And probably like Dokken.
Dude, everybody likes Dawkins except Terry Gardner.
Except dude.
Terry Gardner.
Dude, I'm starting to think George Lynch did the reunion in Japan with Dokken recently just to make Don look bad
Why?
because Don's terrible on that one show they did in like 2 years ago when they reunited all the original members.
I mean, he sounds like shit.
Oh yeah, and he can't
Are you
do any of the
serious?
high notes. The whole band's on fire, and then Don's slacking the
What?
whole show.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and that's the last
Slacking,
time.
slacking worse than tipsy Stephen Piercy.
Yes, sir.
What?
Yeah, man. The the Don Dokken era is over.
Well, I mean, Dawkins was over in 1990, so
1990.
shit.
I think you're leaving out a lot of qualified albums.
I don't think so, Chiefo Beefo.
Dysfunctional.
Just qualified.
Did you listen to that song I posted? What price?
You mean that alternative rock Creed like
Oh my
song?
god. Dude, it sounds like crossover. The vocals shouting. It's crossover
With
vocals.
the emphasis vocals in the background?
Yeah. That's what you said. If there's not backing aggressive
Yeah,
vocals, it's
it's
not
not.
crossover.
It's not crossover. I mean, it's just not. That
Oh,
beat.
the song you would hate off that album is Sweet Chains. That's like the
Why?
ballad. It's like a
Is it
90s
worse?
ballad.
Take these chains is better.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, man.
gross. But we
The-
agree that that's weak as fuck.
what?
Take these chains.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Maybe it's a
What
guilty
makes it
pleasure.
what makes it even worse is just reading the fucking lyrics.
What do you mean?
Reading the fucking lyrics to see what he's actually saying in that fucking
Oh,
song
of
makes it even
course.
worse.
And then Dokken covered a Beatles song
You're
on a
fucking
live
lying.
album.
What, Helter Skelter?
No, it was Nowhere Man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, forgot what Beatles album that's
Don,
on.
there was a fucking interview. I think it was in,
Rubber
was it
Soul.
after, was it after Back for the Attack? No, it had to be before that. Maybe it was Under Lock Key. They're interviewing Don and George Lynch, and Don was like, he had to decide like what he liked better, like classical music or metal. I'm like, why is that even close to a decision do you have to make in your life? Like, he was like, oh, I listen to classical, I play classical. Like, it was a hard decision. Like, I was like, what the fuck, dude?
I think he's just trying to flex.
Probably. And then he's out here doing Beatles covers. Fuck.
You'd say that's unfortunate.
That is an extremely unfortunate result.
I agree.
Fucking Lemmy liked the Beatles too.
So did Hawkwind.
Who?
Hawkwind.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
Yo,
All right. It's time to discuss that shitty Megadeth video.
Oh, that shit sucked, bro.
it was amazing.
All right.
Brother.
Bryce, you want to post this on Mandatory?
Brother.
Get a discussion going on.
Nobody's gonna join, but I'll
No,
retweet the link.
A-Toms might join.
Well, if you retweet the link, no one's probably going to join. I think if you post the link, though, like here, let me give you the link.
I got it. I'll look. Hold on. And also, you got to refer to me as Johnny Blade. No,
Fair enough.
Machine Gun Eddie.
Eddie Trunk is still on Twitter, like crying about everything.
Oh, yeah. Let me check.
No.
Let me see what this boomer's saying.
Boomer.
Yeah, 4 minutes ago. So you probably saw your tweet.
Yeah, he ignored it. Does he know he's wrong?
Honestly, dude, he really needs to wake up. Because I don't think he realizes.
Fucking wake
Yeah.
up.
Hold on.
Oh, my God. He said, because they didn't put Vinnie Paul in the in memoriam, and Eddie Trunk said, clueless, random, blatantly disrespectful to all things related to rock. You mean Eddie
He
Trunk?
says it in every fucking tweet. He says the same shit.
Oh, man.
Well, that is kind of disrespectful, but I was
Right,
talking
but-
about him. Yeah.
Eddie Trunk is disrespectful to Eddie Trunk is clueless,
Yeah.
random, blatantly disrespectful.
He literally said last year, basically he implied there was no heavy metal albums worth listing in that tweet. See, he just said that like the Struts and Hailstorm
probably got
and
that shit
Slash
from
were
me.
the only good ones. Yeah. Maybe.
There it is. Eddie Trunk is obsolete.
You going off stream.
True. All right, so Kyle, what were your main problems with the Megadeth video?
Wait, hold on. All that shit got documented.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
I mean, we're
How
not
long
bad
was that
mouthing
shit?
anyone.
How long was that shit?
Probably like 30 minutes.
Badass, bro.
All right.
Well, first of all, Rust in Peace is like the 8th best album.
All right. Hold on. Promote
And I
this
think
shit, guys.
Mustaine would agree. Kiko would agree.
Kiko.
Yeah, I got kicked out for a minute.
All right. Time to promote
missed you,
this
pal.
nonsense.
What do I say? Is anybody watching right now?
No.
What do I say?
There's 0 viewers.
Let me see.
A big goose egg.
Is Space Cowboy
Oh,
in here?
we got 2 viewers. I haven't been looking at the chat.
Texas Space Cowboy.
So what? What do I say?
Just put Megadeth discussion, Q&A, whatever people want.
Hold on. Kyle left.
Wrong.
What were y'all talking about for like 30 minutes when I wasn't in here?
A bunch of stuff. K-Man rips. No, talking about Dawkins. What else?
You were talking shit about Don Dawkins' voice?
I think George Lynch did those reunion shows to show how bad Don's voice is. Because if you watch that footage, like the whole band is firing on all cylinders, and then Don's like easily the worst part of the whole performance.
I mean, he didn't sound that bad.
I mean, it sounds really bad in some parts. Like, where the fuck did Kyle go?
He left like 2 minutes ago.
Boy.
Can you hear me chewing this shit? I'm eating chips. If it's crunching.
No.
Suck a
Kyle.
boy. The shit dropped me out.
You're leaking this shit to Eve? Is that what's going on?
What?
Nothing.
Hold on.
I'm too
All
busy to do that shit.
All right, get this stuff out there so we can get some viewers. Get some
viewers.
I'm typing it right now.
Hoes.
Hold on.
epic.
We need
You gotta
some
work in the morning,
hoes.
Kyle?
8 o'clock, baby.
Kyle's calling in sick.
Do it.
Do it. Be like, I gotta do this fucking stream, ho.
You have to. All right.
Shit.
Let me pull up the infamous video from Mandatory Metal.
No shit.
Take notes.
It was a pretty good video. It's not lying. Amazing ranking.
All right.
Chief. talking about some Megadeth and Eddie Trunks nonsense.
Wait, who the fuck just joined?
What?
I thought someone just joined and he was like explaining what we were talking about.
Oh.
The fuck?
All right, America. We got to talk.
We gotta talk gangsta rap.
Get this stuff out there. All right, come on, Chief.
Hold on, dude. Jesus.
What are y'all trying to do?
Trying to word this properly.
Talking about some Megadeth and Eddie Trunks nonsense. Join and drop some questions or something.
Perfect.
Drop some questions.
Gunther's gonna get mad.
Why is that?
You said the
He loves Eddie Trunk. He loves Eddie Trunk.
He watched
really?
the podcast.
No such thing was said. Calm down. He loves Eddie Trunk.
Perfect.
Why does he love them all?
All right.
I don't know. I mean, Eddie Trunk is pretty cool, but he's just being stupid lately. I don't know.
He's a boomer.
Probably because he probably likes Eddie Trunk because he said Bon Jovi started
All
their
right. Let's get down to brass tacks.
Brazzers.
What? What'd you say?
All right. So I think we all agree Risk is by far the worst Megadeth album.
I
So we're
don't
not
know.
even going to discuss.
I've barely heard it.
Oh
Not
my
by
God.
far, but it's the last. It's like bottom two for sure.
I mean, would you put Super Collider at worst on some days?
I mean, I just say it's close, but Risk is pretty much locked in.
All right.
Prince of
All
Darkness
right.
is amazing. Prince of Darkness is amazing. Like,
Yeah, it is. I like that song, Insomnia.
Go to hell.
The
yeah,
brand line.
the Doctor's Calling is good too.
Yeah, dude. All right. Super Collider. Good album. A lot of people get that one wrong. Say it's like mediocre
Yeah,
because
because the title
of.
track in the music video.
Lights, camera, revolution.
All right.
That's all
We're
they
not.
see. That's all they see, and they talk shit about it just because of the one song.
And there are some mediocre songs, like you said, The Blackest Crow.
I said the
And,
Black Crow is good.
or what was the song?
Forget
That
to
was
Remember,
Forget to
I think.
Remember. And
Yeah, there was another one. What else did I say?
well, let me tell you what you didn't say. You didn't say Dance in the Rain was the top three song, and that's very unfortunate.
Sorry, Chief. Kyle,
So
what's your favorite song on Super Collider?
I haven't listened to it.
oh my goodness. Okay.
I don't listen to disqualification.
Kyle, listen to Burn. You're gonna like that song. Starts off with Chris
Burn.
Broderick shredding all over the place.
I
I
don't
think
think
I said Forget to Remember and Off the Edge, I think, were the like weaker songs.
I don't think I fucking listened to a Megadeth album after Cryptic, and I don't
But
see a reason to.
because they're amazing.
I don't see a fucking reason to.
All right. So Super Collider, good album. Everyone else is wrong. Wrong. And then 13, you put at 13 just because of the title.
Foreclosure of a Dream.
I mean, it fits in there at number 13, and it's titled 13, so it's worked out well.
Now I do remember some mediocre songs on that too, kind of like Super Collider. Like I don't, those aren't bad albums, but I do remember that was kind
Not
of like,
really. There's really not. I mean, there's not really like any like terrible songs on here.
yeah, there's no
So
terrible. Now, the Public Enemy #1 video. I understand how that
Motley,
can rub someone the wrong way,
yeah,
Motley Crue.
but no, of course, Sudden Death and
Never Dead,
Never Dead.
Guns, Drugs, and Money, We the People, Black Swan. All that's amazing.
They have a song called Guns, Drugs, and Money.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
doing it Mexican style is what he says.
that's
Sounds
why.
like a fucking Wiz Khalifa song.
And Deadly Nightshade is the top 20 song.
No.
All right, how about
Well,
this?
Nah, Chief.
Which version of Millennium of the Blind is the best? That one or the Euthanasia bonus track?
Euthanasia bonus track.
Foreclosure of a Dream.
All right. And what about New World Order?
I'll say that one's probably kind of mediocre. If I was gonna say a mediocre song, I don't like that song that much. I'll be honest.
Wrong.
You like that song?
No,
Sucker
I
boy.
do. I think it's awesome.
I mean, it's not terrible, but
Sucker boy.
might be the
What's
All
weakest
right.
this?
on the album.
This man doesn't like body talk.
Who?
Loud sound.
What?
It's like the best Rat song.
When did
He
I
said
say that?
he said he doesn't. He said it was cheesy.
I
You
did
got it
not
mixed
say
up
that.
with the. You got it mixed up with. No, I think you're the one that got it mixed up, Kyle, with the dance.
Dance,
Oh yeah,
dance,
you said the wrong
dance,
song.
dance. No, but you said you didn't like body talk either.
No, because that's basically a thrash song. Thrash glam.
Heavy as
Sea
fuck.
glam. All right. Here's another thing too. I think The World Needs a Hero should be brought down and all the albums brought up. Because
What do you mean?
that album I think has more mediocre songs than Super Collider and
No, not even close. Hold on. I'll be back in a second, but not even close.
this man thinks Roto Psycho.
This man actually listens to 21st Century Metal.
Hold on. Because to me, World Needs a Hero and Risk are the two albums where I understand those aren't, top tier Megadeth. And then everything else I don't understand because it all just sounds like modern metal.
Risk is a heavy band. What is Risk? Why is Risk so bad? I haven't even listened to it. I don't think.
Oh my god.
Dude, what are you talking about? Why are you talking trash about The World Needs a Hero?
Because it's basically got two songs that I only listen to.
What's your songs?
When and Recipe for Hate. Warhorse. Oh, and
Okay.
Promises.
Dread and the Fugitive Mind.
Yeah, that's a good song. I mean, all these are pretty good.
Return to Hangar is amazing.
Return
Burning
to the
Bridges.
To be fair, Return to Hangar is kind of a half-assed version of Anger 18.
Burning Bridges.
No,
by
it's not. You're just
Slaughter
trying to
is
get some
better.
likes right now, dude. You're being a
Trying to get
freaking
some likes.
an idiot right now. It's not even close.
All right, fair enough.
1,000 Times Goodbye, Burning Bridges, the title track, Disconnect. They're all really solid.
Burning Bridges by Slaughter is better.
All right, what's better, the non-existent band Vortex or Vertex?
That was my mistake. You saw me correct it.
I did see it. All right.
Y'all probably never even heard of them before I brought it up, so
The thrash band.
you're welcome.
Here's the thing.
It's a thrash band.
System has
New wave
failed, and
thrash.
So Far So Good should be way higher.
So Far,
How
So
are
Good
they going to
should
be higher?
number
What are you going to move away? Like
two.
you're acting like there's bad albums in front of them.
Well,
Move Dystopia
I listen
down.
to those two albums a lot more than Cryptic Writings.
Well, that's unfortunate.
What about you? You listen to Cryptic Writings?
I have
more?
no. Cryptic Writings isn't ahead of So Far So Good. So what?
It's
Chief.
one spot behind it, Chifo. You
System
gotta
has
move
failed.
it way
System
down.
has failed is at number 11,
Way fucking down.
and So Far So Good. So what was at number 8, and number 10
Number 9
was Cryptic Writings.
I will say this. I really liked how you put United Abominations really high. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think before you had it switched with, I forget what album. Maybe So Far So Good.
This is the only list that's official.
That's true.
By me. The other ones don't matter.
I thought it was an incredibly nice opinion how you put disqualified albums ahead of.
All right. So, Euthanasia. Now, I've had a bittersweet relationship with this album.
Oh my god, you put that shit ahead of Killing Is My Business and So Far So Good.
Yeah. I don't see the problem.
What?
Every song is amazing. It's extremely consistent.
Boy.
Just because it's not as fast doesn't mean it's not as good, Chief.
All right.
The songs just ain't as good, Chief.
Yeah, they are.
All right. Here's the thing. Black Curtains, awesome. Victory, awesome.
Every song, awesome.
The title track, probably the best on the album.
From what I remember,
Killing Road.
Blood of Heroes, really underrated.
Isn't Elysian Fields pretty terrible?
No.
What? Wait, what, Kyle?
Reckoning Day is terrible.
No, what is wrong with you? Every song is good.
Not even close.
A Tout Le Monde is like the weakest song, and it's still good.
A Tout Le Monde sucks.
All right, Chief. Tell me if anybody's asking questions in here or anything, because I can't see it.
I checked. We actually lost viewers after you put out the tweet.
How?
We lost one.
You said there was nobody to start with.
There was 2. Now there's 1.
Now we have negative.
No one wants to click on your shitty link.
No, but it's your shitty link now.
It's on your channel, though.
Oh, that's true.
Nobody wants to go to your channel.
You posted it on Bertha Cray.
On Bertha. I posted it on both accounts.
Oh.
This guy named Fernando retweeted it. I wonder if he's the one watching.
Probably.
Bryce eating Pringles.
It's Johnny Blade. And, no, I mean Santita's tortilla chips. It's my dinner.
That's badass.
All right, so what do we think about Winger?
Best heavy band of all time.
They're amazing.
They're
Amazing musicians. Great
The man,
musicianship.
the man is still searching for the rainbow and the rose.
Put a nice little clip of Red Beach shredding the 17 solo.
Shredding over Kirk Hammett's embryo.
Yeah. That's a pretty amazing video of him talking shit about Kirk.
Pull is the best Winger album.
I don't know about that. The first one's probably the best, but first three are all solid.
They only have 3, right?
No, they have like 5 or 6, I think.
Well, I only listen to 3. All that other shit's disqualified.
All right. Who do you think we could legitimately join to this chat that we haven't joined before?
That hasn't been in here? What is Ashley doing? Does she know that she doesn't want to join with us?
Did
I
we?
talked to her on the phone the other day. I don't know
Boy.
why she won't join stream.
Ask her right now.
Oh, I haven't texted her in like a week.
Was that the first thing Gunther put in the chat in like 3 weeks?
Yeah. I saw him read it for the first time in a while, like a couple days ago, and I was like, wow.
I thought
So
he
he just
always reads it and just
no, he was
doesn't
just like
respond.
straight up ignoring it, and then he started reading them. He started reading them and then not replying, and then he
Ignoring
replied today,
I'm
like
sorry,
talking shit about
Gunther.
Dave.
I'm sorry, Gunther.
What?
No. So what's his
What?
name? JC or Gunther?
Jesus Christ, isn't it?
JC is probably his initials, and then Gunther is his last name. Like his first and middle initial, and then his last name.
Oh, okay. That is so weird.
You
He
couldn't
needs to
tell.
get in here and verify it. He needs to take a night off from shredding.
He's probably been playing with his band and shit. That's probably why he doesn't ever respond. Because I saw him posting on Instagram. He's like, any bass players in the New Jersey area, let me know.
Kyle, time to
Hey,
audition.
any of our viewers, if
Time to audition.
if you're a bass player in the Northeast region, give our boy JC Gunther a call.
I'm a bass player.
Really?
I play with one string.
Post a video.
Dude, the fucking DAD guy plays with 2 fucking strings. I could do that. Anybody could do that shit.
Dude, no.
All
Okay,
you need
wait.
is 2 strings.
Who is this?
The bass player for Disneyland After Dark plays with 2 strings.
Who the heck is that?
The fucking glam band, DAD.
Oh, Disneyland After Dark.
No fuel left for the fucking petrol.
I got that out.
Sleeping my day away.
Dude, I saw this interview with Marty Friedman, and they asked him what is the thing he misses most about America that Japan doesn't have.
Women.
What do you think he said? No, not that.
Women.
Wait, what did he say?
I said, what do you think he said? Take a guess.
Yeah, but what did he say? I didn't hear that part.
Chinese food.
Okay, no. The question was, what is the thing you miss the most about America that Japan doesn't have?
Pizza.
That was one of the things he said. He said New York style pizza.
You're lying.
And what?
That was like the second thing, but that wasn't the main thing. The main thing was cereal.
Really?
What? They ain't got no cereal.
He said they have like 3 kinds of cereal. That's it. He's like, they don't got no Fruity Pebbles. They don't have any freaking Captain Crunch. They don't got
Mini
any of the
wheats?
good stuff.
Sounds like the worst place on earth.
They ain't got no mini wheats.
And then I don't know what they have. Like they have like 3. I think he said they have like Cocoa Krispies or some shit. That's
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
All right, what's the best cereal?
Dude, if you don't have that, you're fucking screwed.
Cocoa Puffs and
Reese's
probably.
Puffs?
Huh?
Reese's Puffs?
No, sorry.
Part of this nutritious breakfast.
Frosted Flakes?
No, I would say Cocoa Puffs, Honey Nut Cheerios, and Fruit Loops.
I can't even tell. I like mix
Wrong.
like 10 cereals at one time. Just eat that shit.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. All right,
Mini
wait.
wheats.
So, okay, another part of the video with Marty. This was like a recent interview from like December with Metal Injection. They're like, okay, Marty, if you were stranded on a desert island and you could take 3 things with you, what would it be? And he's like,
My lovely wife.
did you see this interview?
No.
What the fuck? He's just like a beautiful woman,
Are you serious?
another beautiful woman, and one more beautiful woman. It's
That's awesome.
Problematic. Not even a guitar.
Not even a guitar.
Oh man.
I
Sorry,
mean, if he's busting raw, he could just make other women.
This is a G-rated show, buddy.
yeah, let's take it down a notch, Kyle.
If the man is busting with no rubber,
Dude.
no rubber.
All right, who's up right now? Who's up on Twitter?
All
Everyone?
right, chief.
We got any more viewers now or no?
Nope.
There's one guy watching?
Yeah, and it's probably
It's Texas Space Cowboy, isn't it?
maybe.
Texas Space Cowboy.
You guys know No Way Jeff?
No.
I think I've heard of him.
He's the one of the guys tagged in with Jay Keeley and 80s glam metal. Apparently, he has every Lillian Axe CD signed by the singer.
What?
Oh boy.
That's even more valuable than Bryce's Dystopia vinyl.
Honestly.
Yeah, I got Dystopia signed by everybody on vinyl. So if anybody's trying to buy that, I'll
Yeah.
sell it to you for $5,000.
All
For
right,
real?
I got you.
Is it a blue pressed vinyl?
I don't get that at all. The different colored vinyl.
Yeah, what's the point?
Who cares?
Jay Keely's like, I got the yellow press. I'm like,
It's epic.
it does
Yeah.
look cool, but like, I wouldn't pay fucking extra for that shit.
Let's see, get Valina in here.
The
Yeah,
other
let me check.
Ashley.
No.
So
No
she can talk
chance.
about Hardline for 2 hours. Bryce never listened to Double Eclipse.
That's unfortunate.
Double Eclipse by who?
Hardline, bro.
I've listened to that album like 10 times.
Rhythm from a fucking red car.
It's the dumbest song title. That's
But the
worse.
song goes.
That's worse than Queen's "I'm in Love with My Car."
Is it
Dude,
worse than
Gunther-
Autograph, Blondes, and Black Cars?
Oh my god! All right,
Yeah.
what?
He posted on Instagram 19 minutes ago.
What's he doing?
He posted a picture. He posted a picture of Rat's "Invasion of Your Privacy" album and said more Grammy worthy than Cardi B. He makes a good point.
The man speaks no lies.
Smart man.
I don't need my music to be accepted by the mainstream. Fucking Ricky Ratman.
Dude, Ricky Rackman's a poser.
He changed his look with all the like eras.
Yeah, the trend. He's terrible.
Yeah.
He's just like Eddie Trunk, except he was at
Terrible.
the scene.
Yeah.
So I kind of give him a little credit.
In the late '80s, he had the studded leather and the fucking. And then
Well,
as soon as 1992 came around, he fucking got the short haircut and the earrings and the baggy shorts and shit.
Well, he didn't even start hosting. He started hosting Headbangers Ball in 1990.
Right.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah. Before he was just at the
What?
Cat House
Oh,
promoting
maybe that's where
Faster
I saw
Pussycat
that.
and Guns N' Roses.
You know, Axel got him the job.
Yeah, because he wanted to kick that other guy out who was annoying.
The white dude.
Yeah,
They're all white.
he's cringy.
The dude with the mullet.
He was the first Eddie Trunk.
Hold on. I
Except
gotta
for
go
more
for a few
badass.
minutes. I'll be back maybe.
Alrighty.
I guess I'm gonna hit the hay then.
I'm getting a call. Hold on. I'll be back later.
Oh my goodness.
I guess I'm gonna hit the hay, bro.
You're bouncing?
Bouncing like a boomerang.
All right, buddy. Thank you for stopping by on this podcast.
Peace out, Chief.
Later, Chief. Just a man and his thoughts.
Still going on?
Yes, sir.
What happened to Kyle?
He hit the hay. Overdosed on NyQuil.
That's unfortunate. I saw the chat.
Oh, yeah.
People talking shit.
I think so.
Who, Brody and Travis? It's pretty unfortunate.
Mainly Travis.
Well, I can't see any of it because if I look at the chat, it just disconnects me. So, but oh well.
All right. All joking aside, that was a pretty good video.
Thank you.
And we both agree that Megadeth has like
Dude, it's putting Killing Is My Business low. Like, yeah, it's good, but so are all the other albums. So like,
right. Yeah, they have like 13.
any album you put low is gonna look low because all the shit's good almost. Like,
Yeah, they have like 10 out of 10 albums.
yeah,
In all honesty,
yeah, they have like honestly like they're 9s out of 10s at least. Like 10 of the albums.
anyone who disagrees is just trying to get some likes.
Yep, correct.
All right, we might have to invite some more people.
I'm about to play some Blackout.
What?
I'm about to play some Blackout.
Blackout,
Blackout.
not Black Ops.
Well, it's Black Ops, but the game mode is called Blackout.
Oh, really?
You noob.
You're right. All right, hold on. Let me scour through the internet real quick. Did I tell you about Michael Sweet?
What about him?
I asked him for an interview, and he said yeah.
Really?
But when I asked him, he was in the middle of his Japan tour with Striper, and our time zones were way off. So I was messaging him at the worst times. So tomorrow I'll hit him with another direct message and try and set that up this week. Just like lunge it over.
Sick.
I'll ask him about that time he wanted to tour with Slayer. And Slayer,
Did he really want to?
he wanted to do it, and Slayer said no because like they're a Christian band. All this like macho shit.
Well, Tom probably was like, "Yeah, let's do it," and Kerry King was like being an asshole. I'm like, "No, bitch."
Kerry King's probably an asshole 24/7.
You need to ask him about the picture that Nurgle, or however you say his dumbass name, from Behemoth, talking shit about him.
I totally forgot about that.
Behemoth sucks.
He's mad
We'll
because
get that out there.
Striper's better than every Behemoth album combined.
Yeah.
Even if they have like sappy ballads on every album, still
I don't even like Striper that much, but they're still better than Behemoth.
Awesome.
Can you hear my TV or no?
No, it's fine. All right, got
it. Get that one guy in here, Real Metal Trump.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me check his account right now.
He always responds to Mitch LaFon. Or like Mitch LaFon, that might be just him like using another account, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Because he like tags him in the post. He's like, "Hey, at Real Metal Trump, what do you think about this?" It's like, why are you asking him?
All right, we got Real Metal Trump.
Are people commenting shit right now?
No. Oh. Okay, we got one question. Mandatory. Do you think Dave Mustaine was trying to compete with Metallica in the 90s?
Yeah, I think he was always trying to compete with them. I mean, he was always probably pissed off at him, so he always wanted to be better. And honestly, the music was definitely better, but just throughout the mainstream, they didn't get as much attention, unfortunately.
Okay, I think I figured out why people don't like Rust in Peace. Besides the fact,
Who doesn't like Rust in Peace?
just people who say it's like overrated, just in general.
Oh, yeah, I've never really heard anybody say that. I mean, maybe a few people, but
I think it's because after So Far So Good, the production actually got good, and they had like a producer and stuff, and it was professional. So everyone's like, it's not as raw and heavy as the early raunchy stuff.
that's stupid. Like, what the hell is wrong with you if you think that?
It's kind of like the black metal argument where it's not good if it's professionally made.
What, like who? Like Immortal?
No.
Like they're what is the album called from '93? Is it called Pure Holocaust or is that just the song?
Yeah, Pure Hollow.
That album sounds like The production sounds amazing on it. I don't know.
Let me make sure that was 93. Yeah, Pure Holocaust.
The production on that's amazing. So they're saying like that's too good, and it needs to be like Bathory's debut album to sound good as black
Well,
metal.
Bathory mainly gets that because after, well, that's kind of a bad example because they kind of turn into Viking metal and different stuff. But like, people complain that like if a black metal album has good production, then it's not real black metal.
I
But it's not
mean,
like elitists and stuff like
uh,
that.
I mean, I'm not like the biggest black metal fan, so I don't really know. I mean, I like some black metal, but you know,
Like honestly, like it's just I don't know. It is definitely like a
I get
weird genre
mad. I mean,
altogether.
everybody gets mad about everything, so whatever.
Right. Like death metal has always had like good production, especially after like Scream Bloody Gore and Possessed and all that. It's
Mm.
always been like made more professionally and better, and the music sounds better than a lot of black metal, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, both of those genres are pretty good. I don't. It's hard to pick which one I'd like better, like overall, but like Death is probably my favorite band, like between the two genres. Well, of course, they're amazing, but
Because honestly, like most people don't listen to black metal like daily. They kind of hear it in like when they're in the mood for it.
yeah.
And most bands don't have like a long, consistent run of good albums. It's mainly just like, okay, Entombed's first album and Possess's first album. It's
Yeah.
like here and there. So yeah.
I thought we were talking about black metal. We're switching back and forth.
Yeah. Switching it up.
Well, classify Cradle of Filth for me real quick. What genre are they?
Wait, what?
What genre is Cradle of Filth? What genre?
I don't even know, man. Because
Well,
like if Danny himself says it's not black metal, then what the hell?
whatever it is, it's good. Just
Yeah.
to get that out there.
Yeah. That's good. Honestly, I think we need to go down Dimmu Borgir's albums. I think we gotta give it another shot.
I listened to some of it and I didn't think it sounded that good.
I think we have to pick the right album. 'Cause a lot of their stuff's hit and miss.
It's like symphonic black metal, though, isn't it?
The later stuff is, but
Uh,
I'd have to go back.
yeah, most of Cradle of Filth's albums are pretty good. So, just a fact.
What do you think about Motley Crue's new song is gonna have Machine Gun Kelly on it?
Uh, what the heck? I don't know. They're just stupid. So it's a completely new song.
Yeah,
So are they coming back to like tour? Do you think they're
I
going
don't
to?
think so. I think they're just writing it for the movie whenever that comes out.
How is Machine Gun Kelly going to be in it? He's just going to sing, or is he going to play
I don't know.
guitar?
I don't think he sings. I think he just raps. If that counts as singing, I don't know.
Well, talk. Yeah, it's just going to be voice.
Something. He's gonna do something.
That's
Yeah.
stupid.
Can't really tell if that means good or bad or terrible.
It'll probably be pretty terrible.
But I don't even know like where you would put a rap section in a Motley Crue song, or if it's gonna be like Illusion of Power from Black Sabbath. I mean,
I don't know.
that's like spoken word, but I don't know. I don't know if there's gonna be like DJ stuff in it. But that was Tommy Lee's idea.
Yeah,
Without
he's stupid. Yeah, he's just annoying as hell now. He's on there talking trash. He's like, dude, Kiss is copying us.
I know, I don't get that at all.
It's like, dude, they're like the main influence for your band, Chief. Shut up.
That's the irony. Is like Kiss was doing all that the pyrotechnics and stuff before anybody.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, Molly or Tommy Lee's like thinks that they invented freaking confetti and like fireworks, dude. No, just stop.
Just
His brain is rotting away.
Oh, I think dating a Vine star will do that to you.
Yeah, he's dating Brittany Ferlin. She's like 25 years younger than him. Well, I
Interesting.
mean that's fine, but and she's just kind of annoying. So
They're still together, right?
I think they got engaged. I don't.
Oh my god. Wait, how old's Tommy Lee? Let me look that.
He's like 55 and she's like 30 or maybe 32. I don't know.
Yeah,
He's 55.
56.
You see how old? Her name's Brittany Ferlin.
Yeah, she's 32.
Hmm.
Interesting, interesting.
I wonder what her parents think. She's like, yeah, I'm dating Tommy Lee. And they're like, what the fuck?
I totally forgot Tommy Lee was born in Greece.
Why is that? Because what is he like? Is this because his parents were in the military or what?
I have no idea. It's like Mila Kunis from that
Yeah,
show. She was born in the USSR.
really?
Yeah. So I think just her parents were born there and they moved to the US.
Wow.
Wow. All right. What do you think of Chris Poland's solo albums? Have you heard them?
I have not.
I got his one of his side projects from the early 2000s, I think, called Damn the Machine.
How many albums does he have besides Megadeth?
I think it's like four altogether. Hold on, let me make sure.
Is that all he has done, like for money, or does he like have like a job?
He's probably got a day job now. Probably can't.
That's unfortunate.
But yeah, he did one album with a band called Damn the Machine, and it's like mediocre radio rock. I was very disappointed.
And it's from the early 2000s, you said?
Yeah, but his two other solo albums were instrumental rock stuff. So it's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
similar to like Cacophony or Jason Becker, but not
Yeah.
quite. Maybe not on
It's
that.
not what?
It's not quite like at that insane like Ingve shredding level. I don't know.
So it's not metal or it is metal?
It's like an instrumental rock album. Yeah, I guess you could say it's metal. It depends. I'd have to go back and hear it again. But I just remember that Damn the Machine. That was really disappointing. It was like I don't know.
Yeah.
It just wasn't very memorable. But some people say it's like progressive because it's got all these weird time signatures and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that too. I'll go back and listen to those albums.
Dude, Overkill's new album comes out in like a week and a half.
Yeah, dude, the 22nd.
It's gonna be amazing. Eddie Trunk will probably say at the end of the year there wasn't very many good albums this year.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot. Chris Poland's solos are on the demos of Rust in Peace. Forgot about that shit. The,
Fake fan.
the 2004 remasters. That does sound different. It doesn't even sound like Marty.
Mm-hmm. Marty's the best, so.
And Chris Poland played on Lamb of God, so that makes them a qualified band.
He played with Lamb of God?
No, he did the guest solos on those two songs.
On what songs?
Ashes of the Wake, the title track. It's the instrumental with Chris Poland and Alex Skolnick.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen.
And As the Palace Burns, he does lead guitar on one song.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah, honestly, dude, if Chris Poland had stayed in the band and did So Far So Good, Rust, Countdown, he would probably get recognized as one of the best Megadeth guitar players, honestly.
Well, some people still think he is, but I mean, like every guitar player Megadeth has had is amazing as hell. So you know, I
Yeah,
mean, honestly, Chris Broderick is probably my second favorite. Besides, that's like it's not Dave Mustaine or Marty. Then probably Chris Broderick next.
oh, it's funny how when people talk about Megadeth guitarists, and Marty, Chris Broderick, Jeff Young, this and that, no one says Dave because people forget.
Well, nobody forgets them. They just assume like you're talking about people that aren't Dave. Like,
Right, I know, but like when
yeah,
people are listening, yeah, that is funny though.
yeah.
It's like
It's
people,
like you like it's just you're automatically just not including Dave because he's the guy, and then you're just talking about the secondary guitar player that's in the band too. Well, they probably lead like more lead than him, but you know, Dave Mustaine's like, yeah, I'm a rhythm guitar player. He's like, I'm the best rhythm guitar player in metal.
he's not wrong. All right,
Yeah.
let's make this interesting.
Stand by for a second. Hold on.
What's going on? Boy,
All right, you're starting to say let's make this interesting. What does that mean?
get someone else in here.
Is anybody watching right now?
Let me check. I'm also doing a homework assignment that's due at midnight.
And
Yeah, just one person's watching. Someone asked us, did any of you listen to the new Dream Theater song yet? All right, Bryce. Bryce,
no, sir, I did not.
you got to listen to their second single because I think you'd like that.
Their second single.
Yeah, from their new album, which also comes out on the 26th, along with Overkill. This song, I'm surprised because usually I don't listen to Dream Theater, but this is you want to go through their discography.
Who is in their band? It's just like John Petrucci and who else?
And
The bass player, the original bass player, is he still in there?
yeah, the original bass player, Myung,
He's like Asian or something.
yeah, Asian, and the singer they've always had since Images and Words, James LeBrie, and
Uh,
Mike Portnoy's still not in the band. It's Mike Mangini, and I like him. I think he's pretty good.
yeah, isn't I saw like Portnoy has been like talking to Petrucci kind of like they're friends now again, I think. So,
but he's just off doing his own thing.
well,
Uh,
does the Winery Dogs like still an active band or no?
I don't think so.
That is unfortunate.
I was really surprised because, we both agree, they're amazing musicians, but sometimes their stuff sounds weird. It's like too progressive
Yeah.
or whatever. But this song,
Yeah.
it's got a cool riff, good vocals, and then the guitar solo I think is awesome. So I think we finally found some Dream Theater for us boys.
I mean, I honestly just haven't listened to them that much. I'm not saying like their stuff is bad. Like
Oh yeah.
that one song, "Pull Me Under," is amazing. So it's called "Pull Me Under," right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's from like '93, '90, yeah, somewhere around there.
Here, let's see here. Oh my god.
Dude, did you saw Eddie Trunk's tweet about High on Fire like won the Grammy for metal? That shit's way more extreme than he probably likes. He probably never even heard them.
Who is
Have you
that?
heard that before? High
No.
on Fire. I mean, they're like I don't even. They're like thrash kind of maybe. I mean, they're pretty heavy and fast. I was listening to some of their stuff. It wasn't terrible, but they
And,
won the Grammy somehow. Which they're better than Trivium. Trivium sucks, but all the
um,
bands that were nominated are pretty shitty picks, honestly. I mean,
well, for rock, didn't they have like Greta Van Fleet and
Greta Van Fleet freaking won, dude.
oh really?
Yeah,
Of course.
shit.
Does Zane still like them?
He hates them.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Uh,
Oh my god. I just found the worst picture of Eddie Trunk. I'm gonna send it to you.
Stream is dead.
What?
Stream is dead.
True. Here, let me check it real quick.
Oh my god.
We actually still got 2 viewers, so don't say it's dead.
Say who's watching and tell me who they are.
I think
Or
it's
just
simple but not so long name. And
yeah, he wants us to debate Redeemer of Souls versus Firepower
I say we do it.
right now, just for him.
No, we should do like a separate video and make it epic.
Oh yeah, I was kidding. Who else is there besides him or her? Well,
I don't know. Yeah, it could be a her. Might be some ladies watching.
doubtful, but it's a possibility.
That's right. Oh my god. Yeah, I had to block Eddie Trunk just because it's just annoying. Like I
Yep.
agree that yes, rock is kind of mediocre right now, and the mainstream doesn't talk about it as much as rap and this and that. But it's just so overdone and boring at the point. It's very boomer X.
Well, there's a ton of good metal, so
Exactly.
he's
But he
just
doesn't
too
know
like
it.
freaking. He's just too like stupid to listen to it.
But he talks about the
He
strike.
just he just has no. He just has Kiss, UFO, and freaking who else?
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. Yeah, Kiss, UFO, and Aerosmith on repeat. And he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna listen to anything else. Sorry, guys.
See, That's what makes me hate. Bands like Aerosmith and UFO more than anything is because that's all people talk about. When there's Ted Nugent.
Well, UFO not so much, but yeah, I'm saying like UFO doesn't get that much attention like mainstream, just from him.
Right.
But yeah, Ted Nugent's definitely better than all of them. So
Next, you got to do a Ted Nugent album ranking video.
this might have to happen.
Although it's probably going to be an hour-long video, if we're being honest.
Yeah, if I do that, I'd probably have to do it just his solo albums, not any Amboy Dukes or Damn Yankees. Because I mean, his solo, like he has like I don't know how many exactly. I mean, he has like 12 solo albums, so probably wouldn't. That's less than Megadeth. So
Wait, okay, because I know you like Tommy Shaw.
yeah,
So what do you think of Styx?
they got some good stuff.
Yeah, dude. Renegade?
Oh, Blue Collar Man, right? That's another song of theirs that's pretty good.
A lot of
Mr.
people.
Roboto.
What do you think of
Boy,
that? What do you think of that?
it's pretty funny. I mean, it's not like bad, but
That's true. I do like the rock opera like performance they did.
I mean, honestly, I'll be honest. Like, I don't know any like deep cuts. They might have some like harder shit that's like old and like obscure, but I haven't listened. I just know like the stuff that's on the radio by them.
Yeah. See, like
I hate the song Come Sail Away. That's
I'm
what it is.
away.
Yeah, that song pisses me off a bit.
What about Babe?
Babe.
Yeah.
I'd have to hear it again. I can't think of it right now.
Or it might be Lady. I forgot.
Lady. It's called Lady. Yeah.
Yeah, Lady.
That song is annoying. That's annoying. Don't like that either.
See, it's kind of weird because like Mr. Roboto was like a little different from what they usually do, and Tommy Shaw was like at that time he didn't like Dennis DeYoung and he thought he was taking the band in a different direction. But at the same time, he was performing like those songs and stuff, so he
Yeah.
must have liked it too. You know,
That's the other singer they had.
Dennis DeYoung, yeah, that was their main singer
Yeah.
from Lady, and yeah, Tommy Shaw sings all their best songs, which is kind of funny.
Well,
Right.
he's the better singer.
That's true.
His voice is amazing.
Yeah, he sings Renegade, and then Dennis DeYoung does all the ballads.
Yep.
Six are cool. They're kind of like Kansas.
Kansas?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Kansas is pretty good.
There's like some interview where Mustaine's like, I really liked Canvas, you know, Carry On, Wayward Son, all that stuff's good. Then they turned into a shit commercial band.
That's unfortunate.
He's probably right, because like some of that early stuff was pretty heavy and hard rock, and then they kind of went like, started doing all the ballads and stuff in the 80s.
Yeah.
Trying to get on MTV.
Dust in the Wind. Dust in the Wind is good, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I don't know like a ton of their songs again. Like I know the songs that are on the radio. Carry On My Wayward Son, Dust in the Wind, whatever else.
Okay, tell me this. I want to draw a comparison. Tell me if I'm way off though. I like Dust in the Wind. I think that's awesome, and it's like a slow song.
Hold on, don't say it. Are you going to compare it to Send Me an Angel?
That's right. Because here's the thing. I like it. I love.
They're both great.
Dust in the Wind's awesome. So maybe I'm a hypocrite because I like that song and I laugh at Send Me an Angel. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong, dude. I like them both. They're both nice.
That's so cool. You immediately knew what I was going for.
Yeah.
I mean, my music taste is really weird because I'll give some bands a pass when it comes to like ballads, like Stryper, but like when other 80s bands try and do it, I make fun of them. So maybe I'm stupid.
I've been summoned.
All right.
What do you want?
All right, Brody.
Yeah.
You said something very controversial
What did I do?
and contrary to public belief.
What did I do?
You said,
What do you say?
I believe your exact words, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the words that you said were Chris Poland's better than Marty Friedman.
Oh yeah,
He did say that. It's wrong.
for sure.
Wrong.
All right.
Wrong.
I mean, and
All right, explain.
this is what's really complicated though, because I look at it, especially in the instance of Megadeth, where they've had like how many goddamn good guitar players.
All of
To
them.
me, the best guitar players are the ones that are the most unique.
Okay.
Because you can get a dime a dozen shredders, basically. And honest to God, as great as Marty Friedman truly was, and I do think he's great, he wasn't that unique compared to, say, Chris Poland. But I would say that he's one of the better ones for sure. And he's more unique than,
Well, he
say,
has his own. He
Chris
has his own
Broderick.
sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
More.
But I'm saying, like, he has like this weird fucking, I don't even know how to describe it. He has this like fucking, something like a flamboyant sound to him where he'll take scales and kind of fuck with them.
Yeah, dude.
But with Chris Poland, I mean, there's not that many jazz players that just straight up play metal like that. And there's not that many that have that great of buttery smooth guitar tone. And you have to take into account that his whole finger problem causes this really unique sound where his shreds have this like, I don't even, and he has like incredible bends because of it too. It's just incredible, man.
Well, yeah, I agree. He's good.
Obviously,
Marty's my favorite.
Marty could probably out shred him, maybe, but Chris, I don't know. I think he's better. Better. It's like a musician and then songwriter type thing. I just think he's overall the better musician and songwriter of comparing the two.
Now,
Marty's probably a better musician.
Now, have you heard Chris Poland's solo albums?
Yes, I've heard the Metropolis one or whatever, where he does guitar solos, and it's fucking awesome.
And the second one was forgot what the fuck it's called, but it was like 2 years after it. And that one's I think is more jazz fusion.
So how many albums does he have how many solo albums does he have?
He has 2 solo albums and then Damn the Machine, which Brody, what do you think of that?
I don't know. I've only ever heard the Metropolis one.
Okay, I have Damn the Machine, and it was really hard for me to listen to, honestly.
So that's it? He just has 5 albums total? He's like the lead guitar player on? Boy.
See, that's another problem, too, is like...
Marty has way more work.
Right, and so it's kind of unfair to compare, but why doesn't Chris Poland like show how good he is and put out more stuff?
And
I find his guitar solos more memorable. Even when System Has Failed came out, you know, or like not when it came out. I wasn't listening to them when it came out, but like even with that one, the icing on the cake with that album is Chris Poland is back, and every time he fucking guitar solos, you just hear these like crazy shrieks, and it's like having Andy LaRocque on an album. You just get some crazy wild shit going on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's almost like a song on its own where it's like, especially some of the more late 90s Megadeth albums, his guitar solos are just kind of predictable and to be expected. He has some good soulful stuff, but you know, I don't remember any fucking solos from Cryptic Writings or Risk. There was a couple from Euthanasia that were kind of memorable, but even those were a little boring.
Boy.
Well, here's what's kind of weird about Megadeth. Like, yeah, they have a lot of guitarists, but like Al Pitrelli's one album, Glenn Drover, one album. That's a little weird. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's a good example of like
Jeff Young.
They have Megadeth has had so many very great serviceable guitar players, but the ones that actually make a fucking impact and it's like stands out, it's like holy shit, who is that guy? It's Dave Mustaine and Chris Poland.
Well, and Marty for sure.
Marty on Rust in Peace and Countdown, but after that point, not as much. I think Marty. I already think that. Well, look, Rust in Peace compared to Killing Is My Business guitar solo wise with like the lead players. Chris was kind of there's something going wrong with him in Killing Is My Business. He kind of mailed it in.
Yeah.
And then Rust in Peace was obviously better, but then Peace Sells blows the solos on Countdown away.
Interesting.
Yeah. So those are about equal, but then think about this. Take the System Has Failed guitar solos. Compare them to all the other 3 albums that Marty did. Fucking blows them away.
I don't know about that.
Anyways, I got to go back to watching Star Trek. So,
Of course. All right. So,
he was out of here, dude. He doesn't care.
all right, digest what he just said. Thought?
I disagree. Like, dude,
No, that is.
Marty's the fucking best. Easily. It's
Here's
not even
the thing.
close.
Here's the thing. Marty does have a huge advantage because he plays on two of their best albums, Rust and Countdown.
And Youth is also top 4. I mean,
Youth. Euthanasia.
yeah. He has 13 solo albums. He has 5 Megadeth albums. He has 2 Cacophony albums. He's just got so much stuff, and he's fucking amazing. So he has a distinct tone, his own sound. I don't know how that's not how his stuff is memorable. But Tornado of Soul's best guitar solo of all time, or one of.
I just don't understand why Chris Paul and Jeff Young like basically haven't done anything after.
Yeah, what
Megadeth.
has Jeff Young done anything at all?
I don't think so. And he recently, like last year, he posted a video of him playing guitar, and he lost like most of his hair. It's like
Really?
just
What
like
is he, like, probably 55 years old now?
yeah. Here, let me try and look that up. Send that to you. Because like Jeff Young's awesome too.
Yeah.
He was only on one album.
All the guitar players ahead. Good.
Here, where? All right, does he have a YouTube channel?
Dude, the Victory guitar solo with Marty and Dave like trading back and forth is badass. So,
Oh yeah.
especially that live video from like the Halloween whatever they were doing in like '94. So
Oh
there's a
yeah.
lot like a professionally shot concert, and it's fucking amazing.
Whoa, this is weird. Jeff Young playing a Yngwie song. Let me send this to you.
I'll watch it later.
This is all just stuff for the archives. See, like, it sucks that these guys were like drug addicts, so they're, they kind of got kicked out of their best band they were ever in. But you can still, put out a solo album or just do, get musically active to prove that, you may be the best Megadeth guitar player ever.
Yeah. Indeed. So, when's your next video going up?
Oh, I'm working on Toxic right now. You saw the editing thing I sent you?
That's the one you're doing?
That's
Toxic?
it. Yeah.
Is it getting posted to your channel or?
Yep, my channel. It's going on mine, and the editing's gonna probably take a while because all I've done is go through all the footage I did, which is kind of a bit.
Are you still recording with your phone?
Yeah.
And you edit it on your computer?
Yeah.
How do you get it from your phone on your computer?
I use my charger to hook it up.
And how do you what software do you use to edit?
Honestly, dude, Windows Movie Maker's not that bad. I gotta be honest. I
That's what you
know,
use?
I know it's kind of the laughing stock, but yeah, I mean that can work if you just want to move your videos, like how you crop your videos down to what you want, and then because what do you use for to add pictures and stuff?
Well, I have an iPhone and I use an app called Filmmaker Pro.
Because I got a
Like
movie making app on my phone too.
Well,
yeah,
iMovie was on here like for free, but that's not as good. And I paid like $30 for this like Filmmaker Pro. So
yeah, whatever works best. Why is Eddie Trunk a popular figure in metal and rock, anyways? That was a question in the stream.
Who asked it?
Simple but not so long name.
Well, he worked at a record store back in the like early to mid '80s with Brian Slagel from Metal Blade Records, and Brian Slagel said, "If I ever start a record company, I'm going to get you as whatever." So Eddie Trunk didn't even go to college or anything. He was just lucky working in this record shop and was friends with Brian Slagel, and then got a job with Metal Blade, I think, or something with Brian Slagel, and then ended up getting through the radio business and all that shit, and then he got really popular somehow. So that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean it's admirable that he went from a record store to the radio industry. I mean that's impressive, but like, isn't it funny how Brian Slagel is like 10 times as metal as Eddie?
Yeah. What was his job like when Eddie Trunk he worked for Metal Blade or what?
I don't know, honestly. He's got a book out where he explains it all, but I haven't read it.
Yeah. I'm lucky
Uh,
him.
this guy also said Chris Poland is in a band called Ohm, OHM.
Oh yeah, that was the jazz fusion band with Nick Menza.
Yeah.
He was playing with Nick Menza when he had his heart attack. They were on stage together when he died. Like they were in a trio band. You didn't know
Yikes. Yeah, I knew Nick
that?
Menza was in a trio band. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Yeah, with Chris Poland was the guitar player
I
for that.
totally forget. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if he like got a new drummer and they're still going or what, but
So technically,
it's like a
yeah,
jazz band. Yeah.
Chris Poland plays on that too. So that's another album. He's been on 3 other albums too. So that's 8.
Well, the like what you're counting the Lamb of God album where he did like 2 solos.
Oh no, I'm not gonna count that. But on
8.
this OHM band,
They have
this
3
guy,
albums,
yeah, they had 3 albums in the mid 2000s.
and it's like jazz or what?
Yeah, jazz fusion, instrumental rock.
Was
Uh,
Nick Menza, was he the drummer for all those?
not on the last album they did in 2008. I don't know about the others because they don't have
Uh-huh.
a Wikipedia link. Yeah, maybe Nick Menza might have just been the touring member.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. All right. Let me turn this assignment in right now.
What is so simple but not so long name?
Yeah.
That's who is asking the questions.
Yep.
Uh, um, do you have Twitter? Like who? I'm trying to
Yeah.
see who you are.
Yeah.
Does he have Twitter?
Yep. Because here.
What's his Twitter name?
Yeah, here. Tell us what your Twitter name is. Because he's still watching. I know I've seen his account, but I forget the @ name.
So he's the only one watching in here.
Oh, he doesn't have a Twitter. My bad.
Boy.
I thought we had someone in here one time.
Texas Space Cowboy has Twitter.
That's true.
But okay, so it just says we got one guy watching, one viewer.
That's all right.
Dude.
So do you think this Megadeth album's really coming out this year?
Yeah, did you see Dave Mustaine's tweet?
When?
Earlier he said, got the writing halfway done. Will be finished soon. Another I said like an announcement will be on Friday or something. And then he said announcement Friday or watch the show Thursday to see it. His radio show.
Yeah. Have you watched that?
No.
I know he plays like a ton of cool songs.
How do I watch it? Like, you have to
Give Me
download an
Radio
app or something?
Yeah, Give Me Radio app.
Does it cost money?
There's like you can get like a premium membership, but other than that, I think you can do it for free. Just tune in.
It's him just playing music?
Yeah, him playing music, talking about it. He's played like Foghat, Ted Nugent, Diamond Head.
So wait, anybody can just use this app and have like their own radio show?
Yeah, it's also like a website. You can go to the website and tune in.
So I'm saying like me or you could just start and do a radio show?
I think so.
I'm asking like you can start one up?
Maybe. I mean, I know a lot of radio shows are on the internet, but I don't know if that comes first before getting the radio gig. Or if you can just start a website, I don't know.
Whatever happened to that guy you were going to interview, like Viking Dave or some shit?
Oh, dude, that guy.
Did he start ignoring you?
That guy's flaky, I gotta tell you.
What'd he say?
He's just always busy when I message him, so I'm gonna try and catch him again this weekend.
And he lives like 3 hours from you, or?
No, not 3 hours.
1 hour?
I was whatever you saw on the Google map that one day. I think it was like 1 hour. Yeah, man, it could be an easy thing. He didn't interview Glenn Drover, so maybe he needs me more than I need him, you know.
True.
All right, I think we should probably kill the stream. We did
This was pretty terrible.
No, we got some good commentary in here.
Just cut the live off. Get on for a second.